Hi everyone, it's Sailor Mimzy. I'm just going to be doing a quick video today. I was about to make some more notebooks and I thought I'd show you guys how I do it. It's really simple. Okay, so first what I did was I printed out, I don't know if you guys can see, it's graph dotted paper. I just made it on a Word file and then I saved it. So whenever I need to make another notebook, I just open it up again and print it out. And it's double-sided. So I have enough here to make 2 notebooks. I'm just going to separate them into 2 piles. So into 2 piles. I usually do 8. For some reason I have 7 in each. I guess I wasn't counting correct. And then you're going to want to have a more of a sturdier cover. So this is just regular computer paper. I cut 2 pieces of scrapbook paper. So what we're going to do is these sheets are going to get folded in half like this. It's kind of like an A5 size, and then this will be the cover. Like that. And then we're going to staple them. Like I said, these are quick notebooks. So other tools you'll be needing is the stapler. You don't need the bone folder, but I use that. A piece of cork. I think this is from IKEA or maybe the dollar store. It's what you put underneath pots that are hot. And again, optional, there's a rotary cutter, ruler, and then just a mat to put underneath. Alright, right now I'm just going to be folding these sheets individually. You could always just fold it all together instead of individually, but I find that it turns out a lot sloppier. For me anyways. Actually, this paper I'm using is just a little bit thicker than normal computer paper. I forget what the what's it called again? The paper poundage? I don't know what to call it, but I forget what the weight of the paper was. Now we're going to move on to the covers. Same thing, just folding them in half. Usually make sure that the paper is in there straight. And if you'd see, I cut the scrapbook paper just a little too short. So I'll fix that afterwards. So we're just going to open it. Put the cork down. Get our handy stapler out. I usually try to get the middle staple first. Now, if you've watched my previous videos before where I use this staple, you know it's kind of a loose cannon. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That staple looks pretty good. And then you just lift it up from the cork. And yeah, looks great. Then I just use a ruler and push down. Now we're going to go to the other end. Ooh, it's kind of off-centered. You guys can see it's a little lower than the fold. So if I do leave it like that, it kind of screws up how the other pages are, but I'm okay. If I was like making this for someone, I would start over again, but this is just a quick notebook I need to keep in my purse. So I'll just leave it like that. Ooh, that one looks totally off, but I'm okay with it. Like I said, it's just for me to keep in my purse for jotting down quick stuff. There's one notebook down, and this one was cut a little too short as well. Oh well. Ooh, that didn't feel right. Nope, it didn't even go through. It's a little off center again. What is wrong with me? Oh, that one's so off. I have to take it out. It's totally gonna mess up when you turn the pages in the book. Okay, that one has to go. Now it could be that my paper inside is off-centered, so just make sure that's not it. Oh, okay, yeah. I have to take out that the middle staple. I didn't put the computer paper. I didn't hold it straight while putting down that first staple, so it screwed up the alignment for the entire thing. Okay, let's try that again. There, that's a lot better. So now you can stop and you could add washi to decorate or stickers or whatever on the covers, but I'm just going to show you guys how I usually attempt to fix the excess on the edges. So we're going to want to cut the excess computer paper. You can always skip this part if you don't care about the edges showing out. Usually I'd leave it, but I'm just doing this so I could show you guys. I'm almost done, there's just a little bit left here. Yeah, there's some excess at the top, but I'm just gonna leave it. It doesn't really bug me. Usually it's just the side part, like right here, that bugs me. I'm just gonna turn it around and do it to the other side. It looks a bit rough still. I haven't tried it out, but I think you could sandpaper the edges to get rid of the rough stuff, but I haven't tried it just because I don't have sandpaper. And yeah, the side is a little bit harder to do just because all the pages are different lengths that are sticking out. If you want to do it faster, you can always, you know, start back here and then just cut like that. Okay, so one of my favorite parts after is adding washi to it. You can also put like stickers and decorate with stamps and stuff if you want. So for this one, we're going to put this cat washi tape made by Scotch. And I just like to put it on the edge. my gosh, before I cut it. Look at this cat. This one. How cute is that? And I like that one too. And this one's the eyes shut. Okay, so I'm just cutting off the excess. So make sure there's no air bubbles, and then flip it over. And stick the other side down. Ooh, that looks so nice. I like it. Okay, and then for this one, this is the front of the notebook, so it looks like the flowers are going in this direction. So I want the faces to face inward and outward. It's just a little bit of excess here. Sometimes I just get like a rubber stamp and then stamp it on a plain piece of white paper, and then I cut it out and then stick it on the front, kind of like as a label, and then I usually write down what I'm using the notebook for. But for these, I'm going to keep them unlabeled for now. Another thing you can also do is round the edges. It's a bit tedious, but it looks pretty nice when it's done. So that's how I make my quick notebooks. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. I also wanted to do a quick little update here. I was very irresponsible yesterday. So it was pouring rain out. I thought I was being smart by taking an umbrella with me to work, and I also brought a plastic bag so that I could put my wet umbrella into the plastic bag into my backpack on the bus, so I wouldn't be carrying around a wet umbrella like I usually do. But the bag, I didn't realize till much later that the bag was too small. I had my hobonichi in my backpack, and by the time I got to my lunch break, I noticed that it was wet from, like, it was soaked all the way through. So from this is the front cover, the bottom right at the beginning here was like soaking wet, and it went all the way through to the end of the notebook. So here it was super wet, and then by the time it got to the end, it was like the pages were all damp. I was so disappointed in myself, but I looked through all the pages. Nothing was severely damaged, because if you look, most of my pages at the bottom here where the water did do the damage, I usually just put washi tape. Like, there's rarely any writing. Oh, there was watercolor there, but it didn't make a mess or anything. But this was, it was soaked, and I was like, I had my mouth open for a while, like, oh my god. Well, this is like the only thing I could find that had damage. So the marker here transferred onto this side, but that's really the only, well, it went over to the back too. That's pretty much it that I could find anyway. Still read the writing. It's not, nothing is smeared or anything there. This is okay still. Yeah, so we're gonna take this off and see the damage. I know for sure it's gonna require some patching up. So we're taking off that paper cover that I made out of scrap wrapping paper. So this is the only real damage. Here's my cover. It came apart. And then the bottom edge is like kind of dented now. Other than that though, it looks okay. A little dent in the back. Oh, and here you can see it's kind of warped, but not as bad as the front part. I think I'm gonna just tape it because I don't want it to get any worse. See, part of me is wishing that I did order an A5 cover. Then I could have put this in it, but then it still would have gotten wet anyways. Well, I don't know. I'm just getting some packing tape right now. I was going to use washi, that's what I did with my other hobonichi. You actually see the binding tape, the brown binding tape, was starting to peel off. So then I just put washi tape down on the sides. But the cover was splitting as well. I didn't fix it. See, it's not all, the cover on my first one isn't all like warped and dented like this one. I'm scared this is gonna get caught and just keep ripping. Okay, so I'm just going through the packing tapes I have on hand. I don't have any clear packing tape, and that's what I really wanted. Trying to see what would be the better match. I just don't want the design of the Kokeshi doll tape to look weird on my notebook. Oh, I'm not ready. Okay. It's not a perfect repair job, but now at least those pieces aren't flapping around. That was really bugging me. So I think I'm going to make another paper cover for this because I don't want it to be super vulnerable again. Oh, we'll see. Alright, so I ended up making another fast paper cover, and I just used this wrapping paper that I've had for a while. It's really pretty, it has flowers, and I don't know if you can really tell, but the flowers are all outlined in like a shiny gold. And then I just put a sticker in front so I knew which was the front. So I do have a tutorial showing how I do the quick paper cover, so I'll just leave the link to that video in the description box underneath. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, just leave it in the comment section below. Talk to you guys later. Bye!